Well, Shabbat Shalom, everybody. There doesn't appear to be many people on Zoom at the moment. However, there may be people listening on streaming. So if you are listening on streaming, very nice to have you with us. And we will start our service in a moment. Let me share my screen. And Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Anybody who's joining us on streaming or those who may join us shortly on Zoom, Shabbat Shalom, wonderful to have you with us. And before we start our service this evening, I'd like to start with a short meditation by Nachman of Bratslav, which reads, "Forget everybody and everything during your worship. Forget yourself and your needs. Forget the people of whom you have need. Then in truth you may worship God. When you offer prayer, imagine yourself as one who is newly born, without achievements of which to be proud, without high family descent to make you arrogant. Forget all dignity and self-esteem. Remember only your Maker. Before the prayers, remember any good qualities you have or any good deeds that you have performed. This will put life into you and enable you to pray from the heart." And with that, we start our service with Ma Tovu. Ma Tovu Ohalecha Yaakov Mishkanotecha Yisrael. Ma Tovu Ohalayich Leah Mishkanotayich Rachel. And just going to pause for a moment there, just to ensure that if there is anybody there waiting, we do actually let them in. Just checking at the moment. Okay. I think we will continue. And as we start our Shabbat service, we would like to light candles. Well, please, if you have candles at home, if you'd like to join me in lighting them. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushonu b'mitzvotav v'tzivonu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. And we continue our service with Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem Malachei HaSharet Malachei Elyon Mi melech malachei hamelachim hakadosh baruch hu. Boachem leshalom malachei hashalom malachei elyon. Mi melech malachei hamelachim hakadosh baruch hu. Baruch hu nile shalom, malachei hashalom, malachei elyon. Mi melech malachei hamelachim hakadosh baruch hu. Seitchem leshalom, malachei hashalom, malachei elyon. Mi melech malachei hamelachim hakadosh baruch hu. And just going to take a moment just to check that we don't have anybody waiting to come into the meeting at the moment. So please bear with me for a second. As we're looking for people, marvellously Rania appears. So hello Rania, Shabbat Shalom and welcome. And we've just sung Shalom Aleichem, and we move on to our psalm. Shabbat Shalom Rania. We move on to our psalm this week, Psalm 96. Shiru Ladonai Shir Chadash, Shiru Ladonai Kol Haaretz, Shiru Ladonai Baruchu Shemo, Basru Miyom LeYom LeShuato, Safru Vagayim Kevodo, B'chol Ha'amim Nifleotav. Ki gadol Adonai umechulal me'od norahu al kol Elohim ki kol Elohei ha'amim elilim va'Adonai shamayim asa hod v'hadar lefanav oz v'tiferet b'mikdasho. Havu Ladonai mishpachot amim, Havu Ladonai kavod va'oz, Havu Ladonai kavod shemo, Se'u mincha uva'u lechatzrotav, Hishtachavu Ladonai b'chadrat kodesh, Hilu mipanav kol haaretz, Imru vagoyim Adonai malach aftikon tevel Baal timot yadin amim b'meisharim yismechu hashamayim v'tagel haaretz yiram hayam umeloo ya'alosh sadai v'chol asher bo. Oz Yerananu kol atzeya'a lifnei Adonai kiva kiva lishpot haaretz yishpot tevel v'tzedek v'amim be'emunato. Die, 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 die. And we move to Lecha Dodi. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela, Shamo v'zacho b'dibur echad, Ishmiyanu elcham yuchad. Adonai echad u'shemo echad, L'shem ultiferet v'lit hila, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela, Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, Ki makor ha'bracha, Merosh mikedem nasucha, Sof ma'aseh b'machashava tehila, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Hitorari, hiktorari, Kiva orech kumi ori, Uri, Uri, Shir Daberi, Kavod Adonai alayich, alayich nigla, Lecha dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela, Boi v'shalom ateret bala, Gam b'simcha u'v'sohola, Toch emunei am segula, Boi chala, Boi chala, Lecha dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. And we continue with Psalm 93. Adonai malakeut, lavesh lavesh Adonai, Oz hital zarav tikon, tevel baltimot, Nachon kisachameaz, me'olam ata, Nasu naharot Adonai, Nasu naharot kolam, Yisu naharot dochyam, Mikolot mayim rabim, Adirim mishpareyam, Adir bamarom Adonai. Eidotecha nemu ma'od, Leveitcha nava kodesh, Adonai, Adonai, le'orech yamim. We move to the Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach, Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim, b'chochma poteach sha'arim, uvitvuna meshane itim, umachalif et hazmanim, umsadeh et hakochavim, b'mishmerotehem barakia kirtsono, b'rei yom v'layla, golel o mipnei choshech v'choshech mipnei or, hama'aveh yom umevi layla, umavdil ben yom uvein layla, Adonai Sivaot Shemo, Baruch ata Adonai HaMa'ariv Aravim. With everlasting love have you loved your people, the family of Israel. Teaching and practice, duty and justice, these you have taught us. Therefore, our God and guide, we think upon all this before we sleep and when we wake, and rejoice and delight in your teaching and its practice for ever and ever, for they are our life and the measure of our days. We keep them in mind both day and night. Never take your love away from us. Blessed are you, God, who loves your people Israel. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto, Le'olam Va'ed. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha, B'chol levavecha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha, V'hayu hadvarim ha'eleh asher anochi metzavacha hayom al levavecha, V'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta baham, B'shivtecha b'veitecha uv'lechtecha v'derech ובשכבך ובקומך, וקשתם לעוד על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. And we will continue reading the second paragraph of the Shema in silence, and we'll come together for the third paragraph of the Shema. ויאמר אדוני אל משה לאמור, דבר אל בני ישראל ואמרת עליהם, ויעשו להם ציצית על כנפי בגדיהם לדורותם, ונתנו על ציצית הכנף פתיל תכלת. והיה לכם לציצית, וריתם אותו, וזכרתם את כל מצוות אדוני, ועשיתם אותם. ולא תתורו אחרי לבבכם ואחרי עיניכם, אשר אתם זונים אחריהם, למען תזכרו, ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. אמת ואמונה כל זאת, וקיים עלינו, כי הוא אדוני אלוהינו ואין זולתו, ואנחנו ישראל עמו. העושה גדולות עד אין חקר, ונפלאות עד אין מספר, וראו בניו גבורתו, שיבחו וחודו לשמו, ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו עליהם. משה ומרים ובני ישראל, לך אנו שירה בשמחה רבה, ויאמרו כולם, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, נורא תהילות עושה פלא. מלכות אדוני אלוהינו ראו בניך על הים, יחד כולם הודו והמליכו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, וגואלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני, גואל Yisrael. Source of our life and our sovereign, cause us to lie down in peace, and rise again to enjoy life. Spread over us the covering of your peace, guide us with your good counsel, and save us for the sake of your name. Be a shield about us, turning away every enemy, disease, violence, hunger and sorrow. Remove the temptation that awaits us, and the guilt that lies behind us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, for you are a God who guards and protects us, a ruler of mercy and compassion. Guard us when we go out and when we come in, to enjoy life and peace both now and forever, and spread over us the shelter of your peace. Blessed are you, God, spreading the shelter of peace over us. over your people Israel and over all the world. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל עוד היא לעולם ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם כי 6 ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם וביום השביעי שבת וינפש וינפש ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. And we now move to Chatzi Kaddish. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה חירותי, וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומייכון, ובחיי כל בית ישראל, בגאלה ובזמן קריב, ויאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי קודשה בריחו לעילה מן כל בחתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דיאמירן בעלמא ואמרו Amen. Lord, open our lips, and our mouths shall declare your praise. Adonai, sifotai tiftach, ufi agita hilatecha. Adonai, sifotai tiftach, ufi agita hilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avoteinu ve'Elohei imoteinu Elohei Avraham Elohei Sarah Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Rivka ve'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Rachel ve'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora El Elyon Gomer Chasadim Tovim Konei Hakol וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גואל לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזה ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם, פוקד שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי מתים אתה רב להושיע, מוריד הטל. מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי מתים ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ברופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומידו מהלך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה. ונאמן אתה להחיות מתים, ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי המתים. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. You made the seventh day holy to your name, as the end of creation of heaven and earth. You blessed it above all other days, and made it holier above all other times. And so it is written in your Torah. Vayechulu hashemayim v'haaretz v'chol tzva'am, vayachal alehim bayom hashvi'i melachto asher asa, vayishbot bayom hashvi'i mikol melachto asher asa. Vayavorech Elohim et yom hashvi'i vayakadesh oto, ki vo Shabbat mikol melachto asher bara Elohim la'asot. Our God and God of our ancestors, may our rest be pleasing to you. Make us holy by doing your commands, and let us share in the work of your Torah. Make us content with your goodness, and let our souls know the joy of your salvation. Purify our hearts to serve you in truth. In your love and goodwill, let us inherit your holy Shabbat, and may all Israel who seek holiness find in it their rest. Blessed are you, God, who makes the Shabbat holy. Ratzei Adonai Eloheinu ba'amecha Yisrael, v'lit filatam she'ei, uvrachamecha harabim tachvat banu, v'tashre shechinatcha al Sion, v'techezena einenu b'shuvecha l'Tzion, b'rachamim. Baruch ata Adonai Hamachazir Shechinato L'Tzion, L'Tzion, L'Tzion. Modim anachnu lach, she'ata hu Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu la'olam va'ed. Tzurenu sur chayenu u'magen yeshenu ata hu. L'dor v'dor nodeh lecha, u'nesaper tehilatecha al chayenu chamsurim biadecha, v'al nishmotenu hapkudot lach, v'al nisecha shebachol yom imanu, v'al niflotecha v'tovotecha shebachol et erev v'avoker v'sohorayim. Hatov kilo chalu rachamecha, hamrachem kilo tamu chasadecha, ki me'olam kivinu lach. V'al kulam yitbarach v'yitromem v'yitnaseh, tamid shimcha malkeinu la'olam va'ed. V'chol hachayim yodu chasela, v'yahalalu v'yavarochu et shimcha hagadol ba'emet. Ha'al Yeshuatenu ve'ezratenu sela, Baruch ata Adonai, hatov shimcha u'lecha no'el hodot. Set true peace upon your people Israel forever, for you are the source of all peace, and in your eyes it is good to bless your people Israel at every time and in every hour with your peace. Blessed are you, God, blessing your people Israel with peace. And let us just take a few moments of silence. יהיו לרצון אמרי פי, והגיון ליבי לפניך, אדוני צורי וגואלי. May the Maker of peace in the highest bring this peace upon us and upon all Israel, and upon all the world. Oh, say shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol ha'olam. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol ha'olam. And that brings us to a study passage for tonight. I've really struggled to find something suitable, but I think with everything that's been going on about challenges to freedom of speech, I thought this passage by, I've got to find the name here, Judah Low, I can't see properly, I should have put on lights on. Judah Low ben Bezliel, the something of Prague. I can't even read in this light, I should turn my lights on. But I thought it was quite appropriate. So first let me recite the blessing anyway. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kedishonu b'mitzvotav v'tzivonu la'asok b'divrei Torah. And it's entitled Freedom of Speech. It says, even if what someone says is directed against your religion or faith, do not tell them not to speak or suppress their words. Otherwise, there will be no clarification in religion. In fact, you should tell such people to say whatever they want and not give them the excuse that they would have said more if they had been given the opportunity. My views are the opposite of what some people think. They believe that when it is forbidden to speak against religion, religion is strengthened. But this is simply not so. By suppressing the opinions of those who are opposed to religion, you actually undermine religion and weaken it. It is far better to go looking for them and study them. For anyone of character who wants to wrestle with someone else and show their own strength will be eager to make sure that their opponent has every advantage so as to show off their own real powers. But what strength do you show when you forbid your opponents to defend themselves and fight against you? Governments which suppress freedom of speech act like children who have shut their eyes in order not to be seen. And I think with things that are going on at the moment, sometimes we need to engage in conversation rather than banning. But that's just my own view. So there you go. That's the study passage for today. And with that, let us move on to Elena. And it's telling that the nights are starting to draw in now, because it's definitely getting darker now. Whereas a few weeks ago it was brilliant sunshine and light here, and I didn't need to turn any lights on, but it's starting to get decidedly gloomy here now. Anyway, we're on Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon ha'kol, la'teit gdula liyotzeh bereshit, asher bacha banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et tohorato, v'anachnu korim, umishtachavim umodim, לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו, בגובהי מרומים, הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום וחשבות אל לבביך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים, בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד. על כן נקווה לך, אדוני אלוהינו, לראות מהרה בתפארת עוזך, להעביר גילולים מן הארץ, והאלילים קרות יכרתון. לתקן עולם במלכות שדי, וכל בני בשר יקראו בשמך. להפנות אליך כל רישי ארץ, יכירו וידעו כל יושבי תבל, כי שותפים כולנו בתיקון עולמך, כי המלכות שלך היא, ולעולמי עד תמלוך בכבוד. ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. The souls of the righteous are in the hands of God, and no harm shall come to them. God, source of compassion, you give life in which joys and sorrows are mingled, and send death with its promise of eternal peace. We mourn this week the death of Arnold Siegel, brother of Bernard Siegel. May you comfort his family and all who mourn for him. May God, who is full of compassion, whose presence is over us, cover him in the shelter of your wings forever, and bind his soul into the gathering of life. We remember at this time all those who once shared with us the joys and challenges of life, but who are with us no longer. May their souls shine like the brightness of the heavens. We thank you for all you gave them during their lives. We think especially of those who died at this time in years past. And in Mosaic Liberal we remember Pearl Cohen, mother of Roberta Levine, Sophie Cohen, mother of Shirley Ariel, Mamie Goldberg, mother of Vivian Schreier, Philip Kasher, father of Derek, Nathaniel Nash, father of Simon, Lily Shamar Levy, great aunt of Patricia Graves, and Eric Spiegel, grandfather of Sarah. And in Mosaic Reform we remember David Dorff, father of Stephen, George Rogers, father of Jeffrey, Hazel Ullman, mother of Veronica Music, Leah Pollock, mother of Delia Russell, Malcolm Lawrence, father of Tony Feinberg, and Sidney Nagel, father of Henry. Zichronam Livracha, may the memory of their love and guidance be a source of enduring blessing. In loving memory we sanctify your name and say, Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, bi'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon u'yomechon, uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala v'zman karev v'yimru Amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah mavarach yolam olamei olamaya. Yitborach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yithada v'yithalev v'yithalal shemei di kudusha b'richu. La'ela min kol bechata v'shirata. Tush bechata v'nechemata. Di amiram ba'alma v'yimru Amen. Yehei shlom Rabbah min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'al kol ha'olam, v'yimru. Amen. And time for announcements. Let me see if I can share. And let me find the right screen. What's happening really? So tomorrow morning, there's lots happening as you can see on tomorrow. Mazorti service at 9:45 as usual. Reform Shabbat is being led by Rabbi Dr. Michael Hilton in the synagogue. And the Liberal service at 10:45 is being led by Lawrence Stern. Now that's the normal Shabbat services. Tisha B'Av is upon us. It's tomorrow evening and Sunday. So there are a number of things. There's Mark Erev Tisha B'Av with Progressive Judaism. That's online only, so if you want to join that, you can. There are, probably not quite for you, Rania, services in the synagogue led by Mazorti for Erev Shabbat, and also the leading services. There's a joint service with who is it? Kol Nefesh on Sunday morning, and there is Mincha and Mariv at the synagogue on Sunday evening. So, but as I said, for yourself, Rania, probably if you want to join anything, it'll be the online one, I should imagine. That's it, really. The rest of it, I'll leave you to look at your newsletter, look at the announcements, and we'll go back to our service. And now I can give you the choice today, Rania. You've got the choice. It's in your hands. A Don Olam or Yigdal. What would you prefer?
Yigdal, please, Stefan.
Okay, with great pleasure. Okay. Yigdal Elohim Chai v'yishtabach nimsar v'yein etel metziuto echad v'yein yachid k'yichudo ne'elam v'gam ein sof liachduto ein lo demut haguf v'yeino guf lo na'aroch elav kedushato kadmon l'chol davar asher nivra rishon v'yem reshit l'reshito hino adon olam l'chol notza yoreh gedulato malchuto shefa nevuato natano el anshe segulato v'tifarto lo kam b'Yisrael k'Moshe rod navi umabit el temunato Torah temet natan le'amo el al yad navio ne'eman beito lo yachalif ha'el v'lo yamir dato le'olamim lezulato sofer v'yodea satarenu mabit lesof davar bekadmuto Gomel ish chasid kamifalo noten l'roshera kerishato yishlach laket yamim mashichenu liftob machakeket yeshuato meitim yachayel barov chasdo baruch adei shem tehilato. And that brings us to Kiddush. So I don't know if you want to join me, if you have anything, Rania.
Yes.
Excellent. This is everybody today has got something. Marvellous. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu l'shabbat kodsho b'avav ratzon hinchilanu zikaron l'maaseh v'reishit ki hu yom tehila l'mikra'e kodesh zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim Kivanu v'charta v'yotanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha b'hava v'ratzon hinhaltanu baruch atah Adonai mekadesh ha'shabbat. Amen. L'chaim.
L'chaim, Stefan.
I don't know if you've got challah there at all.
I've got a slice of gluten-free bread.
I will do a gluten-free blessing then. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, Stefan. Thank you so much.
Oh,
It's very